Okay, so like I was commenting somewhere today about all the bans and shit I've had, videos deleted, and that kind of shit, right? And I thought I'd just go and look at like on YouTube Studio you can see, and some of my videos like you can't even see them, right? But this is something that got banned, but I could still see it. So I'm gonna kind of try and re-upload it in this form where I'm commenting on my own video, and we'll see if that works.
Alright, it's windy as fuck.
Like I made this like 7 or 8 years ago or something.
So it's going to be a bit of wind noise. So this video is about something I've been saying for a long time, but
This is something that I've learned in my life only like recently, is that you can hear the timbre, not the tone, but the timbre of people's voices, and it communicates a lot. And my timbre here is of somebody that's fucked in the head, and I hear that quite often with other people on YouTube. I can kind of tell that they're fucked in the head. Communications, what's it like? X amount of percentage, which is huge, like body language or whatever. And then there's the words that you're saying, but there's also the tone that you're saying it. But really, it's the timbre underlying it, underlying the words that kind of communicates someone's mental state. And my timbre's fucked here. I think right now it's good, but then...
I think we're getting closer, and that is Facebook's endgame. So I'm not sure if Facebook's ever really been profitable. I think it's maybe like one of those things like YouTube where like it kind of somehow doesn't really make money, but it does.
Like, this is kind of one of those things that's like common knowledge now. Like, everyone can kind of see that these apps want to become banks, right? Twitter wants to become a bank. Facebook, Instagram, and all those kind of things want to become a bank. But I don't think anyone was really seeing, not many people were seeing it then. And I was seeing it.
And people can say, well...
And if you just look in the news and shit, we're getting very close to it. Like, obviously, Elon wants to do it. But I don't think it's going to work with Twitter. It's a bit too political. It's going to be the Instagram, Facebook demimon that becomes the bank.
Facebook was set up as a social media networking platform and to sell advertising space, and that's how it's been so successful. Some other people will say, well, it's actually been so successful because it's basically been receiving lots of money from agencies and things, because it's more or less the greatest it's the greatest kind of intel tool for the general public that's ever been invented. So it's
I think I was right in saying that.
It collects photographs, whereabouts, locations.
What level of narcissism is it when you are commenting on your own video? Let me know in the chat.
Associates of pretty much everyone that is a member, and even people who aren't members will be included in photos and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty much like one of the greatest tools for like law enforcement and intelligence gathering and anti-terrorism and all.
I mean, like, everybody knew that back then, or a lot of people knew about then, but it's pretty much self-evident now, is it not? Like, the whole self-snitching shit.
All this kind of shit. So that's another possibility, and I'd say probably both those things are kind of true. I think though the reason like maybe the share price is high and stuff, and there's still money being pumped into it, is because the end game, which I think is them becoming a bank, as far back as something like 2010 or 2009 or some shit, can't remember now, there was an article I came across where Facebook had applied in some country in Europe, I think, to like patent or officially register some new kind of credit score for loans, which was based upon the network of people that the person knows, basically. So Facebook were trying to patent a credit score based on their platform, based on the people that their customers would know. Okay, so the only reason we'd be doing that is if they wanted to sell it to banks, or if they wanted to become a bank. And I think they want to become a bank. They already have.
Okay, like my prediction back then was like I would have guessed by now Mark Zuckerberg would have this bank. And I was wrong. But I think a lot of people now would think it's going to happen soon. Or something very similar.
The customer base, they have the members already. It's very easy to verify people on it because they've got records going back.
Like I said, I don't want to fuck up my chances of working in certain countries, but there is certain countries that pretty much already have this now. They didn't really have it when I made this video, but they do have it now.
For a long time, and particularly they have a lot of information, so they can base what loans, personal loans that they give to people, based on who they know and who they hang out with, and how reliable those people are, and the credit score of those people that they hang around with, or the criminality of them or not.
Which, as a lender, you'd want to know, right? I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just kind of inevitable that this is what would make a great bank.
And also, because they know so much about you, they'll know if you've had a pay rise. The algorithm will know what you're interested in, or what you could be interested in, and I think they could partner with local businesses or whatever, and might decide that.
I think like what we have now is like very much a next level surveillance kind of shit going on with the internet, you know? There's like a digital model of you and me and everybody somewhere that knows what we like to buy, knows like what we want to do. And you'll know that by the adverts that you're getting that are incredibly tailored to you. Way more than they were 7 years ago.
The algorithm might like notice that you've had a promotion because you've been mentioning it in your timeline or whatever. They'll already know how much money you're going to be earning, and by looking at all the people that you know and stuff, it'll decide, well, okay, we can trust this guy with 30,000.
Like at this point in time, man, if you're starting to get adverts on your timeline shit, on the apps or something, about like, say, prostate cancer, go and get your prostate checked. Or it could be whatever, like, imagine anything, like lung disease or something. Like, the algorithm probably knows better than you or anyone you know. So yeah, if you start getting adverts that are targeting you about a particular illness, you probably fucking have it. Because the algorithm probably knows that you have it.
Okay, and they'll know that you're interested in, let's say,
before you do.
You're interested in like in jet skis, or maybe you're interested in a cruise, and it knows from reading your wife's emails that your wife really wants to go on a cruise or something. So then what they'll do is they'll go to some cruise.
I just like to say, like, one thing I've learned, at least in the last 7 years, and I've been like doing YouTube for like maybe 14 years, is just fucking get to the point. And this is what's pissing me off listening to myself. I'm waffling on in this video, not getting to the fucking point. This is however long the video is, like 6 minutes. I could have made it fucking 2 minutes if I just got to the fucking point, which is what I do now, at least.
This company, partner up, and they'll flick you like an advert on email saying, look, we've been pre-approved for a $30,000 loan to go on this a cruise with like P&O cruise ferries.
It's like 50% over explaining and 50% like not having a completely crystallized idea to communicate, which is in both ways wasting my time and wasting the viewer's time. Like, get to the point.
With zero interest, you don't need to pay it back for 3 years, and P&O and the special offer with Facebook are going to give you like 40% off, like once in a lifetime. Click here to take the loan. That's one way they'll make money, and obviously just like normal banking money, like the fees for processing stuff and international payments. Like they can clear up Western Union completely. They can take all their business away, most of it overnight, apart from the shady business, because they've already got so much information and verification on people. It'd be pretty tricky to do criminal transfers through them. So yeah, that's what I think the end game for Facebook is. They want to become a international personal bank.
Yep, still. I think.
Whether they'll have their own crypto or not, I don't know. Like, people go on about the...
Well, I think I think you don't need crystal balls to see that there's going to be state-led cryptos, which is going to be probably quite terrifying, to be honest. That's the real end game. Not the Facebook end game, it's the crypto end game.
Rumors about like this coin and that coin are gonna go up with Facebook, and I think that's just pump and dump bullshit talk, to be honest. I think if they do it, they'll do their own. They'll make their own. They're Facebook after all.
Yeah, and one of the clever things about the whole crypto, what do you call it, Wild West crypto thing that we're kind of still in is it's developed the infrastructure without anybody having to pay for it, really, or at least governments haven't had to pay for it. Developing the technology and the infrastructure and the computing and stuff to actually allow for a state-run crypto. Like, if you didn't have the Wild West, the Bitcoin, Litecoin, all this kind of shit, fucking all the shit coins we even have now, all of that has built the infrastructure and the technology which will become the state-run cryptos, which will be like power corrupts, if you know what I mean.
Alright, catch you later. Fuck.
Yes, that's just like one of my bullshit videos. I just wanted to kind of have it online. I was a little bit surprised that I could maybe make it online again.